That was the quickest 10 seconds of my life of Deathbringer. Almost when I lost my virginity was almost as quick. But Deathbringer kicked my ass when I tried to do that. Which is almost the same thing, right? Losing virginity, Deathbringer.
I mean, if they're called Deathbringer.
I think a female would be very... used as a compliment, call their vagina the Deathbringer.
Able to topple cities.
And welcome to the PPVG Gamescast. My name is Steve.
I'm Mo.
And we are the passionate playing video gamers. In today's episode, we're going to give our impressions of the Assassin's Creed side quest video that was just posted this week. We'll also talk about Shadow of War in the news for their online mode for social conquest and the microtransactions as well, and get our take on microtransactions in video games. But we're going to start with Horizon Zero Dawn DLC has a release date for the Frozen Wilds. Release date, I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, on November 7th, the same day as the Xbox One X is released. It's going to be for $20, but if you're a PlayStation Plus member, it is $15, which I actually do love that they do that. The same thing with Super Hot VR. So it's $25 regular, but if you're a PlayStation Plus, it was $20. I didn't know if they did that for a lot of the games that you get a discount, but the DLC, the Frozen Wilds, is $15. PlayStation Plus members, regular price is $20. Released on November 7th. Fuck. That's going to be a very busy day for me. What is your take on the release date, and what are your expectations for the Frozen Wilds DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn?
The coincidence? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a hard take. I know with the name The Frozen Wilds, I would expect it to release around November, December. I expect it that much. The same release as Xbox
Any
One.
Any date except the 7th.
I don't know. But at least it's not gonna break the banker budget or anything like that. It's not, especially if you're a PlayStation Plus member. They have been doing deals on online, as I've been watching there for a bit there. They do have pre-order bonuses and stuff like that, and also discounted price for the PlayStation Plus members. I have been noticing that a lot more now than maybe a couple months ago. So and I'm talking about good AAA titles and big titles like that, not indie games, because PlayStation does do great deals on indie games that we've been noticing a lot, especially during E3. It's just, I don't know, that release date. I think a lot of people jump in. I'm hoping that the campaign is not a short one.
Yeah. So what are your? I'm not very familiar, and I don't really buy DLC. I only remember buying one DLC, and that was the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Shivering Isles.
Yeah.
And I believe that was $30 when I bought that. I think that's the only DLC. The other DLC is if I buy a game late and it comes in Game of the Year edition, has included DLC. That was for The Last of Us. When I bought it for the PlayStation 4, they had that DLC already attached to it. So I don't remember any buying... Because when I'm done with the game, I'm done. I played it, I beat it, I move on to the next one. But Horizon, I just beat. I loved it. In my opinion, it is a Game of the Year candidate. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Very much so.
And this is a DLC I will be buying. I'm not sure if it's day one, because I will be buying Xbox One X on November 7th. But I will be buying Horizon Zero Dawn, that DLC. So $20. What is your expectation? How long of a campaign do you think that will be, priced at $20?
I see. That's where it gets me.
What's your expectations? What do you think?
So, one of the last DLCs that I remember purchasing, and I do got the Watch Dogs too, but I haven't gotten there yet, so I don't know how long those in particular DLCs have been. They've been doing a lot of tweaks on multiplayer and so forth, but story-wise driven, I remember Freedom Cry from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, that it lasted a good, like, I want to say 4 to 7 hours, depending on you, as a person, how fast you are clearing everything off. So it's not bad. I mean, for a good $15 purchase, a good 5-7 hours. If they do 10, I would be really surprised. But
is that for the main story or for everything? Because they have a lot of side quests that you do, like the bandit camps.
No,
they have hunting
for the
rounds.
That's with everything.
Okay.
Yeah. If you just do the main quest, it was really fast. It was around 2 to 3 hours. You know, I don't know. What they showcased in the DLC, there was a lot going on in there. I know that I didn't read how many new monsters they're adding or new dino.
Yeah, they didn't announce on the PlayStation blog. This is their description: is set in icy territories to the north. This new chapter of Aloy's journey adds a new area to explore, new mysteries to uncover, and new highly lethal machines to take down. Yeah. So which is cool. We're gonna get some new dino bots to take down. How far are you with Horizon? How far have you gotten?
I think I'm like 65%. And I stopped because of damn Battlefield 1. I just trying to get that experience, man. They keep releasing right now the weekend for this. I don't know if it's for this weekend or the whole week. They started doing 2 times experience release. So
I just hear excuses. That's all I hear. Just excuses.
Plus, I'm moving, so it makes it even harder to get game time in.
More
right
excuses. Who needs a TV to play video games, huh? It's just an excuse. Man up. Find a way to make it happen, dude.
Just pretend.
Yeah, find a way to make it happen. Can always stay the night here. We can have a slumber party.
Or I can take mushrooms and then just pretend that video games are going on.
And play some VR, some PSVR and shrooms.
I will freak the fuck out.
Some super hot.
Let's not do that.
PSVR. Holy shit. You want some chocolate pudding? We'll make it happen, dude.
Shut up.
Where were we? Horizon Zero Dawn. So 10 hours would be great for everything. Again, they'll probably have 1 or 2 bandit camps.
Yeah.
Probably 2 bandit camps, some more hunting grounds, some more side quests. They'll have another few tall necks to climb, which I did like because all the other games have used towers to uncover the map. So this I thought was a creative way.
Like a moving tower. Like it's just
it is a moving tower. You have to find creative ways to get up on top of the tall neck. And new machines. $20 again. I'm not familiar with DLC very much, or where to even price. I know various DLCs will be different of how long it is, but that's gonna be very busy. I think I'm actually amused by that they select November 7th as the date, as their big game. It just came out in February.
Yeah.
They have this first DLC expansion here for November 7th, and great for PlayStation owners.
Yeah.
As well. So I'm not sure what first-party exclusives PlayStation is getting this. I know they're getting Uncharted Lost Legacy, which looks incredible. I'll be picking that up.
Yeah.
DLC here, but I'm not sure what other AAA major first-party. I know they have some first-party, but any major that will make an impact. I know Destiny 2, they're advertising it. They're marketing it as an exclusive. They get the 30 days, I believe, comes first.
I think everything is next year for now. Like everybody is,
which is going to be incredible. God of War and Spider-Man.
I'm ready.
So with that, how long you think it'll be? You said about 10 hours, or hoping that would be ideal.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 7 to 10. Hoping for 7. 10 would be great, especially for that price. A good 7 hours. You know, for main campaign. Probably 4, maybe at the most. But with everything, the way that it's so open world, if they're gonna release a new another segment, I think 7 hours to complete everything around it.
Yeah, it's a whole new land, whole new area, so it won't be retreading any of the old area. I am excited to play it again. I might be taking November 7th off.
Be a busy man.
Yeah, because what I'm doing is like Shadow of War, I know it comes out in October, and it's my most anticipated, which we'll get into Shadow of War soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it when I get the Xbox One X. I want to play it in 4K. See it the best looking, because I'm not going to play it a second time. There's too many games. I'm behind. I need to get caught up. I just want to play it once. The first game took me about 35 hours. That was the last game I actually 100%. I did everything. Like Horizon, I beat it. I did majority of the side quests. I did all the side quests that I found in my log. My log is cleared. Yeah. I just haven't done any of the hunting grounds. And I'm like at 73%, I think. Because I know I'm missing like some of the metallic flowers.
Oh, yeah.
In my high school days when I was younger, I would collect all that bullshit. I collected everything. Here, just do main quests, side quests.
I hear nothing but excuses right now.
Coming back to me. Fuck.
Are you moving?
What do you want to move to?
No, stop it.
You're moving to a boat pretty soon in a few weeks. You'll be moving for a week. I'm hoping the main story, about 6 to 8 hours, and then, who knows, maybe they might surprise us with those bandit camps again. They don't take too long. But I'll be picking up, on Xbox One X, I'll be picking up Shadow of War, Call of Duty, World War II, which I've been looking, I don't see that's being upgraded to 4K graphics. I saw the list online, I don't see Call of Duty or Destiny 2, I know. I don't want to make any assumptions with Sony and what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because that was a rumor that Sony's holding Destiny 2 back on the Xbox One X, but that's... We had a video... We had a video about that a few episodes ago. Might be picking up Horizon... Forza 7. That I'm picking that up for the wife. She loves it. Because when I bought the Xbox One, I bought Forza 5 on launch day for the wife, for Sarah. So I'll probably pick up Forza 7. I want to see it in 4K. So that's going to be a very busy day. Games that I really want to play, the Hold Off, and Horizon Zero Dawn. It's not enough time. Crackdown 3, go fuck yourself. I want nothing to do with Crackdown 3.
Looks terrible.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. So that will be a very busy day with Horizon Zero Dawn. You need to hurry up and beat it. Enough of this Battlefield, Titanfall, Persona bullshit. Man up and kill some Dinobots.
Do what I want.
All right. It's not what Heather said.
Only when she's around, I don't do what I
want. Not with the girlfriend. When she's around, you don't do what you want. How many expansions do you think Horizon will do until they start focusing? Because there's completely successful. The first game has sold millions of copies worldwide.
Yeah. It's hard to say for them to... I don't know how their team is going to be able to push off another game for a little bit. And if they do have something in the works that we completely know nothing about, since half of their team is committed to Kojima right now for Death Stranding, because you know that they had that... He wanted their... to use their... what's it called? Their... the way that they process games and so forth. He selected them for their chip and
their fog looks so good on Death Stranding. The fog is incredible. Wow, that was a great video demonstrating their amazing fog for Death Stranding.
So I mean, and he has half of their team working with him because it's a joint venture for them, especially after they chose him, just to show them how to work whatever the chip is that they're working off of. I don't know if they're going to be able to release a fully like new capable game, so DLCs would be the way to go for right now. To kind of keep them going, and if they do something bigger, I would expect something like Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, like something for Horizon where it's a little bit longer. But who knows how long this is going to be, because they haven't really said a lot.
Yeah, they haven't said anything about how long the game might be, because Uncharted. And that, I think, started as DLC, and then they just kept adding and adding. This is a standalone game. But for Horizon Zero Dawn, you will need the game to play it. So this isn't a standalone, I can buy it. You actually need a copy of Horizon, where Uncharted, You don't need Uncharted 4. That's a standalone title for the Lost.
It's not a bad thing. Whoever hasn't been able to buy Horizon, go out and buy it. It's a
absolutely 100% recommended.
Fantastic
for
game.
Horizon.
Just
great
overall.
new IP, and it's fucking kill some Dinobots.
Yeah.
And it's for each type of gamer. It depends what type of gamer you are. If you like stealth, you can do that as well. If you just melee, I just go balls deep. Just go all in.
Use the spear a whole lot.
Spray and pray. I did that until I couldn't. Until I had to, about midway through the game, I realized I can no longer just rely on my spear. I'm going to have to focus on my long range. And I upgraded
bow weapons.
My bow.
Yeah.
The Deathbringer.
Oh.
Yeah, the Deathbringer you cannot do with melee.
There's no spear there.
That was the quickest 10 seconds of my life of Deathbringer. Almost when I lost my virginity was almost as quick. But Deathbringer kicked my ass when I tried to do that. Which is almost the same thing, right? Losing virginity to Deathbringer.
I mean, if they're called Deathbringer.
I think a female would be very... used as a compliment, call their vagina the Deathbringer.
Able to topple cities. Holy shit.
Has a lot of legs. Fucking destroys me in 10 seconds.
And that's how he got to Dinobots. That's a real true story.
And then that leads to fucking Dinobots. Yeah.
Bunch of dildos just running around.
Try to use my machine. It doesn't work. So that is our take on Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds, on the release date, what our expectations are. Please let us know in the comments below how long you think the DLC will be, and what do you want most in the Horizon franchise. My most anticipated game for the fall is Middle-earth: Shadow of War, being released in October for PS4 and Xbox One. Be upgrading 4K for Xbox One X. But they just announced their online mode called Social Conquest, which is having players attacking your captured Nemesis fortresses, and you're able to outfit it. You're able to customize it with the defenses, appointing an orc overlord and captains to your fortress. So with the Social Conquest mode, they do have two different modes for it. The first one is Friendly Conquest, which there's no risk and you get small rewards with it. So it's more of a test run, see what it's all about. But the ranked mode, which is the online rankings, this is where you will be given loot boxes and currency that you'll be able to use to buy more boxes when you defeat a fortress. But any of your orcs or captains who die, so I have my own fortress that I got. I'm gonna customize it with my defenses. I'm gonna assign a captain, assign my orcs that I got through my campaign. If they die during ranked mode, they die in my campaign. They're dead. They're not coming back. I love it. The quicker you complete your assault on a fortress, the higher your ranking will be. But if you lose, your ranking will then go down if you lose in your assault on someone's fortress. So this is their online Social Conquest mode. Mo, what do you think of this mode?
I love it. I think that's an awesome way to incorporate something that's fresh. Not the ranking part. It's like a tower defense for yourself, and then people have to go in and try to conquer it. And if they can't, well then, do they give bonuses or anything? Haven't you mentioned it?
Correct. Yeah. So you get loot boxes and currencies. So when you beat it, you'll be able to get those. You get rewards. So
what about when the person that's raiding and they lose? You, as the person who set up those defenses, do they get stuff too? Because I didn't hear anything about that. I'm sorry. Apologies.
Oh no, they just announced it this week. So it just came out.
So it's just like brand new news too.
Yeah, so it's brand new news that they announced the Social Conquest. I'm not sure what the person who sets up the fortress what they get. Mm-hmm. I don't remember reading on what would happen. They should get rewarded if someone loses to their fortress.
Yeah, the Injustice 2 has something similar. Not of course not to the scale of where you have your own fortress, but for Injustice 2 you set up 3 heroes or villains on the same team, same squad, and they their job is to basically defend against 3 attackers from somebody else, and this is completely online. So if you lose, you get credits and stuff like that to spend in the multiverse and all that. So it kind of reminds me of that. This is cool though because it's like its own separate adventure. You can lose, you can win, and it's interesting. It's an interesting build up, and I'm really excited after hearing the news.
Yeah, I'm not much of an online player. I loved the first game, Shadow Mortar. I love it. If you've seen the previous episodes, I can't talk highly enough. Again, one of my favorite games in the last 5 years, Shadow Mortar. I'm very excited. Again, it's going to be very hard for me to wait from when it's released on October 10th and wait until November 7th to play on Xbox One X. We'll see if I can stay strong and do it. I'm not sure. But this is a mode, and I do like that they have two different modes. They have that friendly conquest, so you can practice it.
Yeah.
And so the real thing, if your orcs and captains die, they're fine.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to practice a little bit. They have that for beginners, and then they have that ranked mode, as in now, in the consequences, that your orcs and captains will die in your main campaign.
Yeah.
And I'm curious about how much I can customize my fortress, like with the defenses. And we saw videos. It looked like you can do a lot, but I'm just curious how much you can do with that social conquest. It seems very exciting. I did read. Did you play Metal Gear 5?
I did a little bit.
Was there something similar? I read that and was something similar to that.
Yeah, there was.
Like was there a base mode?
Yeah, there was a base mode, and
you attack each
get
other?
like soldiers and all this stuff. I didn't go too far into it. I mostly just wanted to play for the storyline, and then I kind of quit it. It wasn't my game.
I'm just excited for the possibilities and extending the life of the game.
That's exactly
going
what it
from
is.
single player to multiplayer, and something I might spend a lot of hours on.
I mean, and basically, you're pretty much playing by yourself. You're just trying to conquer that person's fortress. As dirty as that sounds, conquer that fortress.
Well, we just compared a vagina to a Deathbringer, so
get all up in that ass. It's awesome.
Yeah, the challenges, and again, the higher the ranking, again, if you lose, your ranking decreases. So it's very exciting.
Yeah.
New. We'll see if it reaches its full potential. I've heard a lot of online modes that sounded great in theory, but when it was actually
implemented,
it did not reach. So we'll see if this has that following.
Yeah.
Also in the news for Shadow of War, they announced microtransactions. So this is from the studio's official announcement. Players can purchase loot chests, war chests, and XP boosts and bundles through the market to strengthen their army. So in loot chests, that contains weapons, armor, and XP boosts to help your character level up faster. In war chests, you'll be able to have new orc followers to help strengthen your army, and training orders to customize your orc followers. So you can customize them, what type of orc you want them to be able to receive, so that you can actually use real money, microtransaction, to purchase these chests. And how you earn these chests, these loot chests and war chests through the game by playing, is by killing treasure orcs and destroying gear. So you receive gear, you can destroy it to receive the in-game currency to be able to purchase these chests. So what is your take, Mo, on microtransactions?
I've never bought into them. No game. Just, it's not worth it. Just play the game and earn it. I mean, Battlefield 1 does this right now, where you can spend real money just to get the experience up, or to unlock every weapon in the game. And
how much are the microtransactions?
They can range between like $3 to $20 to $50 to $60. It's pretty.
Jesus.
It's pretty crazy.
It's worth the price of the game.
Yeah.
I better get like full leveled up, upgraded character.
It's not worth it. I've been playing Battlefield since it came out, and I've damn near just unlocked everything. Now all I have to unlock is just the like stab 50 people or 100 people with a trench knife or this or that, just to unlock another weapon. I'd rather do that stuff in line on game and just earn it. It's simple. It's not that hard. I guess if you have money to throw away, I guess, but I still prefer just to play the game and just get the experience I need for it. makes me better as a gamer, and I feel.
I understand on the studio's perspective. Again, any way to increase revenue, everyone does that.
Yeah.
And if people pay for it, hey, it's on them.
Yeah.
Just as long as it doesn't give them an unfair advantage, especially on Social Conquest. When I pick it up day one, well, I'm gonna be fucking behind anyways. I'm picking up November 7th. But if someone picks it up day one, and someone's already had the built-up fortress by just paying, and then it's nearly impossible.
And in my prior experience, anytime somebody purchases everything, they're usually one of the first ones to get owned. Which is...
Correct. And that's true as well. If someone earned their way, they're a better player than someone who budget, and then they don't even know how to use all these war chests.
You may have the most powerful sword, but this guy got through the whole game with just a knife. I'm like, you're gonna get fucked.
I almost stay with Horizon with the spear.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost with the spear.
The whole way.
Yeah. So you run into some shit that the spear is not going to work. So Battlefield 1, have you purchased any transactions in other? I know the only microtransactions like I'm familiar with. I know free the free games. I know like Candy Crush and those type of games.
Yeah.
You can
so they can get their little extra lives and everything. No, I mean the only thing I got was just the season pass for Battlefield 1, just so I can get the maps. It's pretty much all I cared for. And they've been doing a great job. Those maps are incredible. So that's really all I purchased. Besides that, but other than that, no.
So you for or against microtransactions? Are you indifferent?
I'm just indifferent. If somebody wants to buy into them, good for them. That's on them, you know.
Like Battlefield 1, is that your issue where people can purchase and be upgraded, and then do you think that's unfair?
I mean, no, I just don't see it. Maybe I just don't care enough.
Or you kick their ass anyways?
I feel I do anyway, so. But I don't know.
That's the one thing that I really appreciate. I don't know, it started a few years ago, is the midnight launches, where here on the West Coast, we get it at 9 p.m., where, it might be at midnight on the East Coast, but it'll be 9 p.m., so we can all start. Because I remember back in the day, like Call of Duty, years ago.
Oh, everybody was, like, their prestige was shooting through the roof.
3 hours. I picked it up at midnight. And people on the East Coast, they had it for 3 hours already. And they're already at a fucking high level. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. So I'm glad. And I noticed that a few years ago. That they started now doing 9 p.m.
In my experience, launches. It's always been, if you want to be the man, you have to beat the man. So...
Can I beat the man?
No, not in that context, bro. Come on.
I'll beat the man all day. The King Kong.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, but if you want to purchase into it, that's on you.
Yeah. Buy all these loot boxes and war chests. Yeah. But me, I'll be playing it. I'll be buying too many other games anyways. Just to try and get my orcs. But again, I want to get better. So I don't want to just buy the experience points. I want to improve, and I miss the game mechanics already. I might just go play Shadow of Mordor right now after this. Just thinking about it. I can't wait until October or November 7th when I do purchase it. But I just know I read people are a little frustrated, upset with the microtransaction, but it's the choice.
It's the choice.
It's not going to ruin my game experience.
No.
At all, especially with the conquest mode. Again, fine. If someone wants to purchase all that, I'm game.
Yeah.
I'll accept the challenge and I'll find a way.
That's it.
Some way, I will destroy that fortress. I'll make it happen. I will destroy it. I will smash it.
All up in that ass.
Yes, indeed. Please let us know in the comments below what you feel about Social Conquest mode and the microtransactions for Middle-earth: Shadow of War. Assassin's Creed Origins is releasing this October, and they just recently showed off a 19-minute gameplay video. I'm going to give our impressions. They showed a side quest called What's Yours is Mine. The side quest starts in the middle of the game, near the pyramids, and you're attacking thieves. So, Mo, what was your impression of the gameplay video?
Well, we both saw it in 4K, right? So
correct, yeah. It was available in 4K, so I did watch it, see what the big deal about 4K is.
Watched it in 4K. I don't know. I mean, it felt generic to me a little bit. I hate to say it. The setting is amazing. I'll say that much. The whole Egypt setting, going through tombs, and you can use certain things that you were other like the torch. When they brought out the torch, I didn't know that you could use that as an actual weapon. Set it down, use fire arrows. That's pretty impressive. I know that there's been stuff like that done before, but to incorporate that it's something it didn't have in the previous titles. I don't remember ever seeing a torch or being able to use elements that you already have around you and use them as a weapon. I thought that was pretty impressive to introduce to the series. I don't know. I'm after watching the whole video, I was like a day one buyer. Now I'm on the fence after watching it. So that's where I'm at right now. I don't know if it's a day one for me anymore. It's not to say that it looks terrible or anything. I think I'm just gonna wait for reviews, and I'm gonna go that route.
I am the same way. I was sort of I know it's a side quest. So it's a side quest. They did announce that side quests are about 15 to 30 minutes, and they have over 100. They said hundreds types of side quests.
Yeah.
They have their own little unique little storyline. And they did say at the beginning of the video, and you played a lot of the almost every single console Assassin's Creed game, correct?
I have, yes. Except for one, but that was number 3, and I've played every other single one other than that. So
they did mention about if you leave an investigation area that you fail a quest, or does that happen in previous games? They said that doesn't happen here, but in previous games it did.
Yeah, it completely did. Mm-hmm.
So
it desyncs you basically.
Okay. So that is, I'm actually excited, but
that's a good change. That's a positive change.
So full disclosure, I've only played the first Assassin's Creed game. I don't have anything against the series. Just I played it. It was okay. I didn't feel it lived up to its potential. What they hyped up. I know the second one was great, and I've heard about the other ones being incredible games. So I haven't had a chance to really experience, but I got really excited when they found out the Egyptian theme.
Yeah.
When they announced that at E3, I love world history. That's one of my favorite time periods. Egyptian history, the pyramids. So it got me really excited. And E3, that footage that they showed, even though they went back where there's a glare on the TV that they showed, fucking dumb shits. What the fuck were you thinking? They had that glare. Oh, don't worry about the glare. It's 4K. It looks incredible. I was still excited, but after this gameplay video, again, I understand there's a side quest. I was sort of let down. I don't know if it's too slow, but again, I haven't played any of the games since the first one.
Yeah.
I've seen all the E3 reveals that looked faster. This one looked like a lot of open space.
Yeah.
And I know that the gameplay was edited. They did say it is edited for time. But even with that, the battle, the melee, they try to talk about, you need to pay attention what the enemy is. They did say on the side quests, all the side quests are built for how you want to play it. If you want to do melee, which that's me, a hack and slash, I go in there, spray and pray. You can do long range or stealth. Mm-hmm. And that's how it was. When you go in the caves, you can go at the bottom, you can go long range, you can stealth. So that I do like. But yeah, I was sort of let down as well with the gameplay. Again, side quest, it's not the main quest.
Yeah.
What has been your experiences with Assassin's Creed series?
Well, the one problem that they did talk about, the desyncing if you go out of the whole mission area, that was a huge freaking problem for me sometimes. Just because I wouldn't even run that far out into the actual mission area, and it would make me restart from a particular, part. That it didn't need to happen because I was still literally 2-3 steps away from the mission area, and it would fail me. And that was happening in Syndicate. So I was playing Syndicate when that was going on. So
was that the last?
Yeah, that was the last one.
The last one. 2 years ago.
Yeah. So fixing that problem, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I expected more out of it. It did look a little sluggish to me, as far as the keeping you into the actual game, the way that they doing mission to mission to mission. I'm like, dang, you're talking to like 3 of these kids, and just to get to one of the kids is a freaking like actual. I don't need to be digging in the dirt to find like this kid, because that's what he was doing, is like moving blocks and shit
to find a dog.
Yeah, to find
to find a dog.
Like,
It's a lot of fucking work for a dog.
I'm just like, I don't need to do all this. This is kind of a lot.
How was the gameplay in the previous Assassin's Creed games? Has it always been that type of slow combat? Again, I'm used to Shadow of Mordor, and that was fast, smooth.
Fast paced. I remember the combat in Syndicate was fluent. I remember it being a little bit faster, trying to get from rooftop to rooftop to place. That's what took most of the time. But I don't know. I wasn't wowed. That's the thing. I wasn't wowed, and I'm just gonna hold off. I'm gonna wait and see where it goes off. There's just too for them releasing what I saw today in that month of a clusterfuck month is tough. I think it's gonna be tough, especially after seeing this now. So
That clusterfuck of a day.
yeah, all together. But
October 27th, Wolfenstein 2.
you got the Evil Within 2 coming out
That
in
month,
October?
yeah, October 13th,
It's
Evil
just-
Within 2, South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
And then you got Shadow of War
Yep.
that month. But on that day, on release day, it has Mario Odyssey,
Yep.
Wolfenstein 2, and Assassin's Creed Origins. October's fucking packed.
And I'm picking up 2 of the games out of that lineup and leaving the third one out, which you already guessed. I have to get Wolfenstein. And I already pre-ordered for Mario. I haven't played Mario in a long time. That game, the mechanics looks amazing. This was supposed to be the change of mechanics that we were looking for in Assassin's Creed. I'm not seeing it, so I'm just going to hold off. I'm going to wait.
This will be one that I will wait for reviews.
Yeah.
And I was so in, like, the last time this happened, where I was so in, like, a game, like, for a while. So since E3, I was thinking, I'm getting Assassin's Creed. It was going to be day one.
Yeah.
Because I was going to get Mario Odyssey, Xbox One X. But Assassin's Creed was a guarantee probably for my birthday or Christmas. Try to get the wife to get me that game. But, yeah, after seeing that video, but the last time this happened was No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I was so excited and jacked up for that game for over a year, like a year and a half. I was so jacked up for this game. And then once the reviews started coming in, I'm like, that's not my type of game.
Wow.
That's not what I thought it was going to be. I am not going to pick it up.
Yeah.
I haven't been that excited for a game that I did not buy in a long time. Assassin's Creed, I wasn't that jacked up I was for No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
But I was like, I've only played the first Assassin's Creed. They're going Egypt. I want to see what's happened the last 8 years. Yeah, I don't remember when the first one. I think it was 2007, 2008 maybe, when the first one came out. And see what I've missed, and see what how it's evolved, how it's changed. In the Egyptian theme is just there's a lot of space. It looked slow to me. I know the combat they did the melee at towards the end. So yeah, I was just curious what you thought of it.
And
that's what the previous games has been.
That's a 30-minute mission, and we only sat for 18 of it. I was done.
Yeah, so that was on the long end, because they did say side quests range from 15 to 30 minutes. That was a 19-minute video, heavily edited.
Yeah.
You could tell a lot of parts was edited. But they did have that puzzle. Did they have those in the previous games, which they did not show in the video? They didn't want to ruin the puzzle.
There was a couple of puzzles,
But at the end, there was like a tablet that you'd be able to gain experience points. Was that in the previous games?
No, there were different puzzles. Like I remember in... I don't remember if it was Black Flag or one of them where, they had the Adam and Eve puzzles and all that stuff. You had to, like, figure out this particular number to that. Oh, it's Black Flag. That one had a lot of history puzzles and shit like that they put in the game to kind of break up that gameplay. If you're going after them, you don't have to go after them. But I didn't really pay too much attention to the whole puzzle part. I was starting to get bored. I really was.
I was too a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when I saw the Monster Hunter trailer and them showing, I was not bored. I was like, okay, they got to go back, do this, do that. The fighting continued. They showed like I was not bored. This one I was a little bored. That's just me, though. I mean,
I was a little bored. But you Assassin's Creed, you've been there. You played all the games except one. I've only played the first one. But this is the one I thought I was going to be back in. I do like the sandstorms being random.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I did forget about that.
But I do like that. They said the tablets I'd be able to find. So you're going to want to search the world.
Yeah.
That I actually did enjoy. Trying to find all the nook and crannies. They did say they're trying to be respectful with the architecture as well, with where the tombs are located. But again, it is a side quest. We understand that. That is not the full game. I was impressed. I did enjoy what I saw at E3 when they showed one of the missions types, but it wasn't that long of a video. We'll see, but that's one game that I will wait for reviews. So the reviews will probably decide if I'm picking up Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh, and to add to the fact, we saw it in 4K. I'm just not impressed of spending $500 for that.
I was actually...
I was not impressed. I watched it from my 4K television. I put it on. He told me...
I did. I told him watch it in 4K.
Watch it in 4K. I went home and did that. No. Just... I'd rather it be running at a smooth 1080p, 60 frames per second. That's all I care for. I don't even care about 4K. That would be impressive to me. Just run everything at 60 frames per second. On every system, every game. That's all I care for. Fuck the 4K. I didn't see, like, I was just...
I was not impressed.
No.
As well.
But then again, then in my head, I was saying, maybe it's just for this game. Maybe it just... I hope...
It did say work in progress.
Yeah, it was work in progress.
It did say work in progress on the bottom right.
True. But I'm hoping that the polishing for people who are spending the money for the 4K, especially in this game and so forth...
This guy.
That it's super polished, because it... I don't know.
I don't know if it's the theme, like the Egyptian, if that really brings out...
The vibrant colors or so forth.
The 4K.
Yeah. And going into
because the color palette was the same, again, in that level. And then even the other, what they showed in E3, it's the same color palette.
I don't know.
Throughout with that sun.
I was just not impressed overall.
And that might be a discussion for another day, as in what the GameStop Expo is actually at the end of this month, and they are going to have an Xbox One X to play. Yep. And I'm actually very interested and intrigued of how it will look. Yeah. If 4K will actually make a difference.
Gamescom is also coming, so that's like what, in... I forgot the date. November, September, one of those time frames.
Gamescom, I think that's in August.
Oh, that's right. Gamescom, I will be on vacation. That's why I keep forgetting about it. I'll be on vacation that week.
We're going on a cruise.
Yeah, I gotta get out.
True. Get out of Vegas.
Yeah, I gotta get out for a little bit. And they say that they're gonna have some new announcements there too. So. We'll see how that goes, and maybe they showcase more and more, and before the game gets released, and more polishing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
IGN, again, they're going to have their first, I think it's Assassin's Creed month, they're going to be showing a lot of videos, so I'll be interested and intrigued. The Shadow of War, I like that in 4K, that they showed at E3.
Oh, yeah.
So that was in 4K, that looked beautiful, but Assassin's Creed, I was not that impressed with 4K, so I'm very intrigued of what news will come out at these expos at Gamescom and the GameStop Expo of if it starts to look like Assassin's Creed Origins, that's when I might be a little hesitant. I'm still right now, day one, Xbox One X. That's my mind. I'm about 80-20. 80% I'll pick it up, 20% not after Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
We'll see what the other games. But that is our take on the Assassin's Creed Origins 19-minute gameplay video. Please let us know in the comments below what your impressions were. We are at the end of our Gamescast, and this is where we go balls deep. And we let you know what games we'll be playing all week long. Starting with you, Mo. What will you be playing this week?
Not much. Just a little. Whenever I get
Just the tip?
Just the tip this time.
Just the tip.
I'll be...
Which is like 50 hours for you then? 50 hours of gaming is just the tip?
I'll be switching off between Battlefield 1 and I'll jump back into Horizon. I finish that game off. I think those
you gotta finish it off, man.
Yeah.
Don't fucking tease it. Finish it off.
I think I'm just gonna stick to those two for this week.
You have until November 7th.
I do, and that is a definite pickup for me, for the DLC. But I just, with the whole move and everything and moving everything, it just cuts into my gaming time.
Moving sucks.
Oh, it's a hassle, but got to do it. So yeah, Horizon and Battlefield 1. Can't stay away. I always get addicted to goddamn Battlefield 1.
Well, the new DLC comes out next month.
I know.
For Battlefield.
And that's why they're doing a lot of experience. Like, this is what I don't get with the microtransaction thing, is that they release 2 times experience for the week or for the weekend, especially now since the new DLC is coming out. Everybody's on this quick jump for experience, so you get all your unlockables and stuff. Go and get it if you haven't gotten it, or if you just picked up Battlefield 1, right now is the time to do it. So
it's incredible.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. It's great.
But I love all the first person shooters that came out last year. I thought they were all great.
I can't wait for October.
Yeah. I'm almost at the end of Splatoon 2. There's 5 sectors. How it's broken was like 27 different levels and 5 bosses. So I'm on the last sector. I have about 3 or 4 levels left to beat. I'm enjoying it. Again, there's very creative designs and levels that they do have. Splatoon 2. I'll let you borrow it so you can test it out. I was having issues with my Joy-Con. I've always had it since I got it on launch day. I had issues with Zelda. And not just with the manufacturing variation that they said, where it sometimes does desync and I just never sent it in. But with my left Joy-Con, when I move the joystick, once I stop, it still moves for about a second. There's about a second delay. I don't know if it gets stuck and it still moves. And I was able to handle it fine with Legend of Zelda because there's a lot of open space and wasn't killing. But Splatoon, there's a lot of narrow walkways where it has to be very precise. And I was dying, which wasn't my fault. He kept moving and ran in danger or fell off and died. And towards the first 3 sectors wasn't hard, but but the 4th and 5th sectors, I think it's challenging. I was like, some of these are very hard. Like, how are kids able to beat this? Or I'm just getting old at my age and I'm past my prime and I suck ass now at video games. But so I bought the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. I haven't played it yet. I bought it yesterday. So I'm going to be probably playing my Switch all week. So I gave in. I picked up the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So I'll probably be playing Nintendo Switch all weekend. I do have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, and Splatoon 2. So I'll test out the Pro controller on those games and see how they feel. I don't know what the regular controller is that came with the Nintendo Switch, the Mickey Mouse controller. I actually loved playing Legend of Zelda with the 2 Joy-Cons in both hands. I actually thought I enjoyed that. Mario Kart, I haven't played on TV mode. I played it on the honeymoon, on the flight. So I played it with one Joy-Con. Sarah, my wife and Sarah was playing each on the Joy-Con, which wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was able to still kick ass and use the controller, but I haven't. So I'll be testing out the Pro controller because next week, Paranormal Activity on the PSVR is coming out on August 15th. So I'll be picking that up because I don't want to start a new game because that will be coming out next week.
I saw some just minor footage gameplay on that. It's pretty fucking creepy.
I'm gonna have you and Heather come over and play Paranormal Activity.
So I can shit my pants. Like, I haven't done enough with the Evil Within, which I put on hold since the moving thing, but I really didn't finish Horizon. I just want to be caught up for the storyline, so I'm replaying it just so I can remember what the hell was going on with the game.
And we'll broadcast live you playing the Evil Within 2.
Oh, so you could see the fucking stains in my pants?
Yeah. Maybe you might need some therapy afterwards.
I might.
I'll be your therapist. Have you lay on the couch. Tell me how you're doing. How you're feeling.
Not great. Going withdrawals.
No video games.
No video games.
Well, good luck with the move. You got this.
Almost done.
Almost done. That is the end of our episode. Thank you very much for watching, and everyone have a wonderful week.